Bashi Bazook for the NES is a side-scrolling action platformer where you play as Bashi, who is a Morphoid masher. What's a Morphoid masher? I hear you ask. Well, it's a man who mashes Morphoids. And what's a Morphoid? Well, I'll tell you. It's an alien thing that, if it isn't killed within a certain time, evolves into a stronger version of itself until it is finally killed. So Bashi, luckily, is an awesome masher of these Morphoids and very kindly puts his services up for sale on an intergalactic Craigslist. He gets hired, and so you must take control of the Bashman and visit various planets which all have a load of Morphoids in them in order to mash them up good. The first thing you'll notice is that the graphics are really good. There is a little intro which looks great, and then the in-game graphics keep up this quality with decent sized sprites, all of which have some good detail on them, and there's a lot of variety in the levels and creature design too. As you're wandering about each of the levels, you'll come across doors, behind which there are a few different things. Some have shops where you can buy upgrades for your weapons, some are inns where you can replenish your health with a cheeky image of old Bashi looking like he's about to bang the hotel mistress. And there is even a Wolfman thing that challenges you to a wrestle, where you can bet money, which you're going to need for these upgrades and whatnot. All of these characters look great, and the dialogue is often quite amusing too. It really makes you want to look into each of these rooms to see who or what is going to be in there, and what kind of help they can give you. The levels themselves are all pretty long, with multiple paths. You don't have to explore the whole level to complete it, but it is recommended, as each level has a new weapon in it, which makes killing the boss of the stage a bit easier. Speaking of the bosses, they are awesome. Big monsters that put up a hell of a fight. One thing that's a really nice touch that's never been seen before is that, previously mentioned, the monsters in the game evolve and get stronger the longer you play, and in the top right hand of the screen is a QV meter. This is the boss's health, meaning that the quicker you get to the boss, the weaker it is, as it is constantly going up as you play through the levels. So you have to toss up between exploring the level to find all the items, or trying to get to the end of the level as quickly as possible to make that fight a little easier. It's a really good mechanic, and one that should be still used to this day, but isn't because everything's a quick time event instead. Controlling Bashi is easy, and you have a jump and attack button. Pressing start brings up the menu to change your weapons, and he does control very well. You don't feel like there are any cheap deaths. However, there will be a lot of deaths. This is not an easy game. I'd never heard of this game before playing it, and really thought it was going to be a pile of arse. But I am happy to report that it's actually a great game that is well worth your time. Check this out for sure. You won't be disappointed.